Greetings, my viewer. I'm so happy and excited to be able to share with you what we have today. Welcome to Abundance First Train. Here we remind you that abundance is a reality for you. It's a natural state for you, and God intended you to live an abundant life. Yes, and one of the skills that we learned last time that enable you live an abundant life or live a life that is abundant is when you become a critical thinker. And you may ask, what is critical thinking? What really is this critical thinking? Yes, among the critical thinking, the other practical lessons that we learned for abundance or that enable you get to enjoy abundance is when you learn your purpose and you remain creative, when you learn how to have good time management and goal setting, and now critical thinking, when you are financially literate and you're able to plan for yourself and plan your finances accordingly, when you learn how to collaborate with others, when you learn how to communicate effectively, you also learn to manage your emotions and emotions of those near you. You learn to be flexible or adaptable, and you also learn to be self-aware, and you know yourself, you know your personality traits. And more importantly, that you remain true to yourself. You remain open and you live a life that is full of integrity. Yes, we're asking ourselves, what is critical thinking? Yeah, critical thinking is that kind of thinking in which you keep questioning, you analyze, you interpret, you evaluate, and then you make a judgment about what you've read, what you've heard, what you're saying, or what you write. The term critical comes from a Greek word that is kritikos, meaning that you're able to judge or discern. So that is what, in short, is critical thinking. That you are able to make a judgment over all the information that you get to hear or see. So once you get you're able to think critically, you get to clarify, you question, then you identify, then you analyze, you evaluate, then you go ahead to make the judgment and create what you need to create. And this should be a day-to-day life. And what is this that you see? And what is this knowledge or the data, where do you get this data that you need to analyze and make a judgment on? We get this data by paying attention to the information that we get every other day, from the data, from what we see, from what we can touch, and from what we can read. And once you get that information, you get inspired by it, and then you implement, and then you integrate it in your day-to-day life. You make a judgment and integrate it in your day-to-day life. As we all know, that life does not come with warranties or guarantees. All it provides is probabilities and opportunities for those who are there and available to make the best use of it. And as we had mentioned in another platform, is that poor means that you're getting these opportunities, but you're passing them over regularly. And living an abundant life means that you get these opportunities and you don't pass them, you seize them, you claim them, and make good judgment and utilize the opportunities available. And then you may ask, why is critical thinking important? Yes, critical thinking will help you better understand yourself. And once you get to understand yourself, you avoid any kind of negative or limiting beliefs and focus more on the strengths. Then being able to share your thoughts can increase the quality of your life. Yes, when you get when you keep practicing or getting that skill of being a critical thinker, you better understand yourself. You do away with all kind of limiting beliefs or things that limit you, or those society conditions that have limited you, and then you focus on what is your strength. Then after you're able to focus on your strength, you are able now to share more about life and about your thoughts. And this way you increase the quality of your life and you're able to create more. and live a better life. You may ask, as a parent, how can you teach your kids how to become critical thinkers? Since if they get to learn to be critical thinkers when they are young, they will live a life when they are critically thinking every other day. And for that, for those of us who already grown up, there are lessons that we can pick and start learning and becoming critical thinkers. At any age, you can actually learn. So what you need to do as a parent and to teach how your kids can start thinking critically at home is that you make critical thinking as a habit, you yourself as a parent. Then try and debate everything at home. Then try as much as possible and provide diverse quality reading materials for your kids, not only TV or those other things that are easy. Provide high quality and diverse reading materials. Then practice claim evidence listening with the kid. Then at least try and help kids learn from everything. Don't show them that there are things that they can't learn from. Show them that they're able to learn from everything. Then make critical thinking a game for your home that you can be practicing and playing all the time. And also emphasize that critical thinking is a mindset that need to be planted in the kids so that they can live like that. Then keep exploring the benefits of a critical thinking, and this way you will see the reason why you need to just emphasize that to your kid. Yeah, in one it will be good to give an example on the critical thinking in our day-to-day life. In one community, in a village very far away within Kenya, very far away, there was need for water. And as you can see, we had when you get thirsty, the most natural thing that would happen is that you go looking for water wherever you'll get it. In this village of ours, you can see that it's dry and the water when the ladies get the water, they'll have to go to a long distance to deliver that water. But since there is a need for water, they'll focus on it. So my five ladies is one of them is called Wajiko, the other one is called Wezo, the other one is called Fikira, the other one is Tumaini, and the other one is me and you. It's me and you. We can leave it there. We will be able to place ourselves. So there is need for water. Water is life. They have all gone to the river to get this water, and they have been able to draw water. Each one jerrycan each. As they went to take water to their family, Wajiko knew that the government will they sat down, after they delivered the water, they sat down and they realized that it is very tiring to take water to them, to go fetch water from the river using buckets. And when they sat down, they realized they have to do something and they have to do it very quick. So what happened, Wajiko realized, I don't have to tire my mind thinking about where the water will come from. Serikali itasaidia, the government will think about me and they'll come and build for me. They'll make a solution and they'll bring water to my house. Furthermore, in the last election, our governor or our local government promised that they're going to make available water to my home. So I'll wait until the government will help me. Serikali itasaidia. So Hajiko left the conversation and she went to do her other things. The rest were left. Weso was left and she realized, I still have a lot of energy, and I have the energy. I have to prove to you people that I am very energetic and I can not only carry one bucket, I'll actually carry two bigger buckets. And with my energy, I can always go to the river, carry two buckets, and I bring it. I'll not have to go two more times. So she left that conversation. So in the conversation, we were left with Tumaini, and we were left with me and you and Fikira. Tumaini realized there is hope ahead, and she realized miracles also happen. And she realized, let me live hoping for these miracles to happen one day. And that one day I'll get water into my house. So she left the conversation. So the only people who are left at that time conversing is me, or you, and Fikira. Fikira didn't want to stop at there because she believed there is a way out where she can get water and get it to everyone, and not only get it to everyone, get it in a cheaper way. Either way, she didn't have so much energy to carry many buckets or to keep going to the river. She did everything that was within her disposal. She discussed with me and you on how she'll make water available. Me, I knew I do not know what you told Fikira, but Fikira realized that it will be her personal responsibility to make the water come to her and to the village mate. She did everything that was within possible. She went to donors, she went to sponsors, she went to the government, she went online. She put it everywhere for anyone to care. As she want to put a system that will bring water from the river to the houses at the most effective way possible. The good thing is where there is a will, there is always a way out. Me and you, I don't know what at this stage would do to Fikira, but Fikira insisted until she got a way to get someone who was into water piping, and that person helped with the water piping. Later she managed to get someone else who had pumps, and they got the pumps and they were able to pipe and pump water to every house. This was like 10 years later from the time of the initial conversation. At this time, Uwezo is already old and she can't carry the two, two, two buckets like she has always been carrying. And she was very disappointed that now she can't carry the water and she is forcing her kids to go and get for her water. Sad thing, the kids are not strong enough to also go for the water. The rest, they're still hoping for a miracle. It's only Fikira who managed to bring water to every one of them. And at this point, she was able to fix for them water at their houses at a cost. And every other month, they had to go paying this water. So that is what it means for one to think critically. There was a problem, there was a need of water. Uwezo and the team and the rest, they just decided to watch and see what will happen. Fikira decided to critically think of how she can get a solution that will solve all these problems for her and for everyone else. Now Fikira has a water system. She's able to supply and distribute water in the whole of that village. All the other people are able now to buy water from her. Herself and her kids, no one will ever suffer because this water will keep flowing. Whereas on the other side, they will be paying together with the other people. So that is what it means. It looks like when you start thinking critically and you're able to give solutions, not only for yourself, but even for the others. And more so making what you're doing and where you are a better place to live. Thank you so much even for staying through and learning critical thinking. Let's practice it, and as we continue practicing, we will get better at it. As fast learners, we dream, we dare, we do, and eventually we'll be able to deliver on what we dream in. This is not a reserve for a few. Go ahead and dream and claim this abundance, which is an astral state for you. Thank you so much for sticking through. We invite you to subscribe if you've not subscribed. Like this video, share it, and invite your friends so that we can continue learning together. Thank you so much. Bye.